No, but I did have a bath with Chris Joint there once.
David Pye, we've put you in the hot seat for a change. Going to take you back with some quick fire questions here. So who is your favourite player of all time?
David Furley.
David Furley. Who was your most influential coach?
Oh, that's a tough one. That's a real tough one because there's many. There's been several. Danny Rylands, when we were kids, he was so enthusiastic and got us all interested in the game of rugby league. John Prince at Goulburn and Oldham, he had a way of just getting the best out of you. So yeah, Shane Tapia when I was at Oldham, really understood people. So yeah, there's been several really.
Greatest rugby league moment?
That I was in or that I witnessed? Or
that you witnessed first. Greatest rugby league moment that you witnessed?
Oh dear me, I do know that actually. 1984 final, Widnes v Wigan. It's my first Challenge Cup final I can remember. I believe I was taken to one when I was younger than that, but I don't remember it. And I think I'd have been about 10. We went down with St Helens Crusaders. Danny Rylands got the coach. I think we had a blowout on the way down there. We got there and it was Joe Lydon scored 2 fantastic then for the field tries. They were amazing tries, and you still look back on them now and they look like brilliant tries. But as a kid in the stands at Wembley, the size of that, when you're shouting for Widnes, that was incredible.
Greatest moment as a player?
I remember playing for St Helens Schools at Nosey Road, Easter Monday, before we played Widnes. And with about 10 minutes to go, the ground had really filled up and we were playing a French touring team. And I got the ball in my own half and ran round a few people and run the length of the field to score in front of all those people. I felt like 20 foot tall. I was tall, but not quite 20 foot tall. I felt much taller. Yeah, I think it was about 80 metres. Every time I remember it, it goes, it's longer. It's about 130 metres at the moment, the try.
Toughest opponent you ever played against?
It's the same as yours, I think. It's Barry McDermott. I played against him in a Saints A team. I was 17 or 18 playing in Saints Reserves, A team as it was called. And we were playing, I think it was Great Britain under 21s that used to play some of the reserve sides as warm-ups. So I didn't know any of the names. And we went out on the field and this guy, I remember this guy running at me and he stood up tall. And I thought, why is he not even trying to evade left or right? He's just tall, running straight. He's making it easy for me. I'm going to smash him. And then the next thing I remember, I'm on the floor and this guy stood over me grinning, big grin, playing the ball. And I mean, I thought, wow, what has just hit me? That's incredible. Never been hit that hard ever. It was like that throughout the duration of the game. I was trying to fight. If he was on the left, I was going on the opposite side. I'll attack down this wing this half as a back rower. And I remember going back to the change rooms. We used to have a list of the names, and I think it was number 8 or 10. And I remember going straight to his name and thinking, right, I remember that name. And obviously he went on to have a great career.
Favourite position in rugby?
You know what, I played a lot at back row normally, but I did play at prop at times, played at wing. I suppose loose forward is a lot of people's favourite position because you get the best of both worlds, you get a bit more freedom, you're allowed to pass a little bit more. So that was my favourite position, but I normally played back row or in the 3 quarters.
First team you ever played for?
St Helens Crusaders.
And where did they train?
It was on Vicky Park. Yeah, at first they started at Vicky Park and then they moved to Dodd Avenue. And they used to get changed at the change rooms at Saints, which under the stands, which became the first team changing rooms just before we left Nosey Road.
Yeah. Best rugby league ground that you've been to?
Oh, I've been to probably the original Wembley, the first Wembley, yeah.
What's your memories of your first time at Wembley? What's your best memory?
I remember we got in early and you had to climb steps to the old Wembley to get to the gates, and then you went through and then climb up again before dropping back down. And I remember it being, you can't believe the size of it. It's like an amphitheatre. It must have been like ancient Rome walking in. I thought, wow, and there weren't many people there because we went in early. But there was a few witness fans, and there was this bloke. He was absolutely slaughtered. He'd been sick, and he was just like that, lay down on the concrete steps. And his mates were just stood next to him, half cut. And that's my earliest memory of Wembley. Wow, look at the size of this. Look at him, he's been sick.
Best game of rugby you've ever watched?
Ever watched? Many great games, but the ones that if I could go back to any now, it'd be sort of 84, 85 season. My earliest memories at Nosey Road watching a great team. That's where I'd like to go back to. And many of those games, I remember Gormley was always breaking through, Tony Burt when he first came through, Sean Day kicking goals from everywhere. To a kid, they're like superheroes, these people, absolute superheroes. And then you get older and you realise it's different when you get older. It's still awe-inspiring seeing the great players, but as a kid it's something special.
Current favourite Super League player?
I'm struggling with that one, there's so many. Tommy Makinson maybe, I think he's an amazing winger. Does his exit sets are incredible. He can finish from anywhere. His defence is superb. I don't see any weaknesses to his game really. He's good under the high ball. So yeah, he's a very accomplished player. But Jesus, there's so many, isn't it? It's hard to. That's one I probably need to think about.
And biggest party animal that you've partied with?
There's this guy called Keith Island. He liked to drink, I can tell you that. I remember him having us out one night, and this is when all the clubs finished at 2 o'clock. So it's not like now when they're open till 4 and 5 and get a pint anywhere. And I remember walking home seeing the Milkman. That shows you how long ago it is. There were milkmen years ago. You used to leave milk outside your door. Did you know that? You used to leave milk outside your door. I remember saying good morning to him as we walked back to my parents down Kiln Lane. He was a party animal, yeah. And Mike Twist, Mike liked to drink. You could always have a good night out with Mike.
Did you ever have a dump in the bath at Oldham?
No, but I did have a bath with Chris Joint there once.
Is there a story behind that?
Well, I mean, that's pretty much it. It's not much of a story, is it? But he was injured. It was just before he went to Saints, and he'd missed training for some reason, and I'd cut my head and had to come off training. Got that seen to him, went down for a bath, and he was just sat there on his own. So it was a bit bizarre being in the big bath. And hi, Chris, you all right? All right. I think that was the conversation, really.
Well, did he call him the quiet man?
Yeah.
Did he call Chris Joint the quiet man, I suppose?
Nice chatting to you. We should do this again.
Great conversation.
The Dockhouse Rugby Show is proud to support the Teardrops Homeless Charity. Teardrops, supporting your community.